There's a revolution underway in California. Have you heard about it? Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Henry, and this is Conservative Commentary, where we spread the MAGA message. There is a revolt in California in which 58 counties are proposed to split from the one party California state, which is controlled by the population centers, and folks in the rural areas are strikingly Republican and unrepresented. The notion has been around for a while, but if you take a look at the map, you'll see why these folks are thinking, you know what? We should have our own state called New California, just like New Jersey, New England, New Mexico. And it makes some sense. Take a look at this interview with one of the proponents of New California. He's a former high school principal, educator, and he makes a lot of sense.
Back in as early as 2010, 2011, and 2012, we saw out here in California a great shift, if you will, in the education processes that were going on in our economy. Things started to unravel, what we would call unravel, all the way across the board, from the economy to the education to everything. With a progressive, democratic, one-party system that had developed over time, starting in the 90s, it was very, very obvious that things were turning against us all the way across the board in the state. We recognized what the founding fathers said might happen, and that is that we could, as a country, have a tyrant as a leader and have a tyranny that would befall the country. And we recognized that we were in a tyranny, and the tyranny was moving quicker than a lot of people realized. California government is a one-party system. Let's be very clear. Right now, I'll give you an example of the one-party system at work. One-party system, we have 80 assembly members. That's like our House of Representatives, but we have 80 assembly members, and I believe it's now down to 17 are Republican of the 80. Okay, now we have 40 senators, and as I understand it, we're down to 7, or it's either, depending upon what happens in the races, because we haven't gotten through that yet, 7 or 8 are Republicans. Many of the writers now have come out and said we have joined, as the state of California, all the other one-party systems of the world, such as North Korea, China, Cuba, Venezuela, and that's really a fact. If you look at Sacramento, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, you have 20 million people. And I said, gosh, where do the rest of the people live? And they said, well, they live in about 90% of the landmass, all the rural areas. This is really an urban versus rural debate. I can't tell you, I don't think anybody's going to tell Californians we are free from invasion and we're free from domestic violence. Else we wouldn't have fentanyl in the streets. I wouldn't, when I go do my radio show in the morning, I wouldn't be looking at all the fentanyl addicts on the street laying there dying. I do that every morning and I hear their cries. But I also wouldn't be seeing an invasion happening at my southern border. As we look at California today, it's become extremely violent. And unfortunately, we are one of the largest slave trading states in the union. And I don't think anybody's going to argue that. And we have gone down and challenged Gavin Newsom. We've challenged every state legislator. We've gone down to the Capitol steps and we screamed it from microphones and into the building. Why are you not trying to stop child sex trafficking?
So, what do you think about New California? Is it something that could work? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments.